Down, and I got a bit of a different video for you guys today. Look at it. It's another one of my little passions that I love to do. So let's go down the row. And I'll be sitting down and explaining, what each one of these are here in a minute. And most of them are Traxxas's, but I'll explain like what motors they are and whatnot. And I got a big surprise for you guys. So this is a Traxxas T-Max. It has a 1.5 nitro motor in it. It's very dirty. I picked this one up as a project kind of little thing. I got it given to me, so that's awesome. And it actually has one of the other RC cars pipes on it right now because the other one quit working before this one. And I put little over, what do you call them, saddle shocks. But yeah, that's this one, and has a aluminum underbody. It doesn't have none of the aluminum rails or nothing like that. What's cool about these nitro ones, which if you know nitro cars, you already know this, but if you're mainly electric cars, you wouldn't. They actually have a transmission right here. So that's what, kicks it in and out. It's pretty cool. And the way that the little clutch thing works, this little guy right here, it's pretty neat. It works like a brake. So like, or no, I got the transmission thing backwards. This is the brake. The transmission thing's right here. This little guy right here. Yeah, there. That little guy. So that's what kicks it into forward and reverse for you. Alright, next one. Okay, so this one's the Traxxas Slayer. It's got a 3.3 racing motor in it. That one's tore up. I gotta go get a whole new motor for it. It blew up. But it's got the overside saddle pump fucking, I don't know. But it's got really crazy like front suspension. I don't even know if you guys can really tell with this stupid camera. But yeah, it's also all-wheel drive. It's a really cool little setup. The transmission's kind of the same. Kind of, but a little different. Okay, next one. So this is a Traxxas Revo or something like that. It's a 3.3 racing motor. There's actually not one in it. It's got the aluminum rear shock mount, the aluminum rear swing arms, or A-arms, sorry. And then it's got these RPM front A-arms that are plastic. But I like that because you hit a curve, it bounces instead of just snapping it like it would if it was one of those rear ones. I ain't got too much to say about this one. I picked this one up as a little project car too, so we'll just move on to the next one. I actually don't know nothing about this one. I don't know if that's the brand that it is or if that's just the little battery pack cover, but it's an all-wheel drive track car. This thing's pretty cool because it's got a, see that? Oh, I'm shaking. Hold on. I'm still shaking. Set it down. Let's see if I can set it down. See that? Spinning? That's actually its little drive line. So it's got a front and rear little drive line. It's covered in hair because the dude I got it from had a bunch of dogs, but not complaining. I have dogs too, but see that? Little pull cord gets stuck, but she's pulling over, but I was looking the other day. You see that little guy? Top? Let's see if I can hold her still for a second. See that little pinhole? Done. Gotta get a new piston, sleeve, or motor. I think this one's a 2.5. I could be wrong. But alright, next. So this is my little all-wheel drive off-road car. It's literally like, I think it's a 16th scale, and most of the other ones we were looking at were 10th scales. So this one's tiny compared to that. It's got a, let's see if I can turn it over. It's got a Venom 2020C LiPo battery, 7.4 volt. It's got a 4500. Let's see, yeah, 4500 kV brushless motor. You know, it's all-wheel drive. It's a pretty cool little car. It's got a lot of suspension on it. I put low C Mini 8s tires on it, so you get real good grip. This is just basically my little like romper. Just kind of smash around with it. All right, we're gonna go to the next one now. So I was thinking we had another one to kind of look at in the computer room, but I forgot it's the special surprise. Look at that. That one right there is that 10th scale T-Max monster truck we were looking at the beginning. Just look at the size difference. Now this one's like a touch under a 5th scale. And that's because it's homemade. Someone made this and they wrecked it, and then they gave it to me to see if I can actually get it to work, because they were using like old RC plane kind of servos, and I guess it locked up on him and it hit the wall, and he didn't want to deal with it, so he just kind of gave it to me and was like, if you could figure it out, here you go. So all of them. So if you guys kind of want to see some more of RC cars, builds, whatever, just let me know, and I'm going to be trying to get a better camera so I can actually set something up so it's not all shaky on you guys. Alright, gamer out.